But for me, I tried for so long just to climb this ladder on my own. And yep, I would stumble when I'd fall. And I didn't use the tools in the processes. And some of you are like, well, Nathan, listen, man, like I get it. Yeah, I get it. Ladders look a certain type of way. They're made a certain type of thing. They've been to their own little thing. And if you got to climb, like if this is your dream and your goals and your whys and the story of your life, like why do you need anybody? Like I got this on my own. I don't have to trust. I can do whatever I want to do, and I may make some mistakes and I may fall and I may stumble, but when it's all said and done, this isn't that big of a deal. I can navigate my storm. I can stand and overcome. Why do I need people? Because the truth, you may be able to maintain and to navigate this space, but around the corner, the next chapter, the next uncontrollable moment that you didn't ask for and you didn't sign up for, it comes knocking. And even though, yep, on certain areas of my life, I'm good, I'm cool, I can do this on my own. I don't need anybody else. But on certain areas and certain dreams and certain things that you're trying to achieve and become, and certain difficulties and life-altering challenges and storms and hurricanes that you're gonna have to face, you can try to climb it if you want to. But when you get to certain heights, no matter how good you are, it just isn't quite that stable. And so I've learned that pressure can bust pipes, but pressure can refine diamonds. And the processes and the tools that if I learn to develop now, they can translate to anything else in the future. See, the truth of the matter is, when COVID happened and that storm came blowing against my life, and I had 106 talks cancel in 72 hours. I'm talking of March of 20, March, April of May, the finishing of the school year of 2020. I had 106 talks scheduled to rip and to run. I had a team of 6 of us, staff, families that depended, things that were real, all of it shelved, all of it got knocked out. Everything, life was happening. But the truth is, it didn't really sway me because my why had been developed in a foundation that my anchor in my why was bigger than the storm. And when your why is bigger than the storm, nothing can move you. Yep, you may sway. Yep, there may be the elements that beat against you a little bit. Maybe you need to up anchor and move the boat a little bit farther, but you've got the anchor, you've got the tools, you've got the practices, you've got the method that no matter what's coming, you are weather. You are weathered, you are Teflon, you can overcome it. And what I've learned about this is why it's so important for you and I to continue to be intentional and lean into our places of uncomfortability, but to use community, to understand that you can be in the room, but you're not present. That at the end of the day, life is more than just surface, what I can get in quick transactions and living. Life is about human connection. And the more that you can get into a place of using the people around you, you can begin to navigate any storm and any adversity. Now that takes you, though, having to face fears and challenges and being intentional of taking control of what you can control. But in my life, when I talk about transparency and accountability and hard work and good choices and valuing people, what it really comes down to is horizontal and vertical relationships. And what I mean by that is I need both of you to come here real quick. Come here real quick, both of you, up here. Watch this. See, I want one of you to hold the ladder right here, and I want one of you to hold the ladder right here. And when I began to live my life, and I began to realize at the end of the day, like my story, your story, it's the story, that I may be able to at certain times, and certain adversities and certain challenges, not need any of you. But I had to begin to have self-awareness and to kind of have the ability to kind of perceive life, knowing that hurdles and difficulties like 2021 and 2022, this won't be the biggest challenge that most of you ever face. There's going to be more hurdles, more difficulties, more life-altering decisions that you're going to have to make. But if you develop the tools that help you thrive and to be anchored now, no matter what storm comes against you, it won't move you. And so what I've learned about this, man, is this: the importance of horizontal relationships, peers, my friends, the people that I live life with, the ones that I've been able to lock arms with. Let me see your hand. The ones that I lock arms with, right? And at the end of the day, we may not always agree with each other. Maybe we've came to blows before on the field because we were competitive, or maybe at the end of the day, you've hurt me, I've hurt you, but we grew up together. And my life has saw consistently that I know when it's all said and done and the smoke and the mirrors are gone, you're for me. And I'm for you. And when I'm willing to lock my life with people that relate to each other, that understand each other, that I'm not just staying on the surface on transaction, but I'm willing to lock arms in community. And I'm willing to start climbing my ladder of the next hurdle, the next challenge, the next storm. And when things get rocky, my friends hold on tight because they have connection with me. And maybe I may make a mistake and my guy's gonna catch me. The importance of horizontal relationships, those people that relate to you, that are in your story. And I'm not telling you to go ran and trust any random stranger, any Yahoo on this place. I'm talking to people that you know want to see you and believe in you beyond the surface, but genuinely they want to see you be successful. When you allow those people into your life and you begin to climb, you're getting there. But the problem, my guy, even though I appreciate you and we relate to each other and we've been through things, eventually in my life there's going to be some hurdle, some challenge, some big life-altering moment that truthfully I appreciated your support, but I don't know how to deal with when so-and-so just got in that accident, or I don't know how to know and deal with one day when my mom is going to pass away because of life and people getting old, or I don't know how to deal with this next tragedy, or when this situation happened and there's a financial crisis, or I made a poor choice and I got into debt, or I made a poor business decision or a dealing life application. See, I can use you and appreciate you to anchor my life, but I also need vertical relationships, those mentors and those coaches and those people of influence that have been above and beyond me in age, that are seasoned, that can help navigate my storm. It's called mentors because truthfully, I've learned in my story, y'all, I don't need to recreate the wheel. But we struggle in this generation. We really do. I know I did, and I still sometimes do. But I know those people that can speak into my life. I need 2 adults, 2 staff, 2 teachers, 2 principals. I need somebody that's kind of a staff member, somebody to get it up here. My life depends upon it. Come on, come on, come on. My life depends upon it. Come on. I need one more. There we go, right there. Come on. Yeah. Yeah, come on, get on up here. Now watch. Right here, grab it. Right here, grab it. When I would have horizontal relationships, my peers, the people that I can lock arms to, that I can begin to allow to be intentional and invade my space, and I begin to trust not based on feelings, but based on the fact that I know we're for each other, and it calls me being vulnerable and intentional and facing the storms and the fears. And I begin to climb, and things get rocky, but I also have coaches and mentors and people that have been through life that can speak into my life, that want to see my floor, their ceiling. When I do life with community, horizontal and vertical relationships, no matter how big the ladder, how big the storm, yep, you're right. On your own, you can do it with some things on your own. You can navigate it, but you don't know what's knocking around the corner. And I believe the last 2.5 years has proven that to many of us. And some of us had to face some real difficult life moments that we had developed tools of isolation well before the social distancing. That's why we gotta have social connection, and we can keep some physical distancing. But when I lock arms with the ladders in my life, man, I can do, and I can stand, and it may get rocky, and it may get shaky, but at the end of the day, no matter what it looks like, I can get to places in my life, and I can stand, and I can do things that I could never do on my own. I could not stand in this place if I didn't have these people locking on. And even though sometimes I may fall, when it's all said and done, when I surround myself with people no obstacle, no storm. See, pressure can bust pipes. But if I allow that pressure to get involved in my life and I surround myself with community, there's nothing that you and I can't achieve and overcome. Give them a round of applause. You guys can go sit down.